Good afternoon. Today's live session of webinar is about CSAB allotment. It is taken by our academic head, Sachin sir. Sachin sir will start the webinar soon. Thank you.
Good evening, all. Hope you are having a nice evening. So I hope my audio is clear for everyone. So can we start the session? Okay. So once again, good evening, all. Hope you are having a nice evening. So we THiNC Institute of Design. On today's live webinar, we are discussing about the CSAB's B.Arch allotment process. So you all will be eagerly waiting for this particular allotment procedure, which is more important for JEE aspirant, JEE Paper 2 aspirant. So you all, the all aspiring candidates, eagerly waiting for the allotment, the initiation of allotment process. So it is in this particular situation, we THiNC Institute of Design have decided to conduct a webinar on CSAB's B.Arch allotment process. So in this webinar, we will be in detail discussing about the allotment process related to B.Arch. Okay, so yeah, we will get into the webinar. So this is the main agenda of today's webinar. These will be the key discussion point we will be discussing in detail. So in this particular webinar, we will be discussing about CSAB. So why CSAB? Why they are conducting this conduct of allotment process or allotment procedure? Who can apply for CSAB's allotment process, and the schedule and the detailed CSAB's counseling process. So these are the key points we will be discussing for today's webinar. So first of all, I will give a general introduction on a CSAB. You all know what is a CSAB, the Central Seat Allocation Board. So we all have heard about various admission authorities or boards related to various national exams. We have heard about NTA, which is organizing the JEE examinations, the DTA, the admission authority, the KEAM, the admission authority in Kerala, the JoSAA, the admission authority for JEE related the JEE examinations. So these are certain admission authorities. So CSAB, like those admission authorities, CSAB is another board. Especially, they are concentrating. They will manage. They will coordinate the admission related to JEE examinations. Okay, so the various admission process related to NITs, the centrally funded technical institutions. So they will be concentrating on that particular institution. So what will be the major difference between CSAB and other institutions? You all have heard about the JoSAA. So JoSAA and CSAB, in some sort of way, they are related because these allotment authorities, they are the main allotment authorities which handle the allotment procedures in IITs, NITs, and centrally funded technical institution. So most of you have applied and registered and even get admitted to various colleges through JoSAA. So CSAB is something like then continuation of JoSAA, or it is different, but like it will be a continuation of what left over by the JoSAA. So we will talk in detail about this. I will just give a brief introduction. So what is CSAB? To carry out smooth and transparent admission procedure and minimizing the number of vacancies. We all know in every admission process, in some point of time, the registered student or allotted students may change their course. They even change the college. They even get into different courses. So in that particular time, there will be a vacancy. The number of vacant seats, the seats will be vacant in such kind of situation. So in order to reduce that, in order to reduce the number of vacancies, in order to minimize the number of vacancies, and in order to carry out smooth and transparent admission procedure, for admissions in NITs, I am stressing it in NIT plus system, CSAB has been introduced. So it is a special round of admissions applicable only for NIT plus system. So that is a major difference between JoSAA admission procedure and CSAB. So CSAB will not they will not conduct admission procedure in IIT, CSAB. So they will only concentrate on NIT plus system. So CSAB is a special round of admission procedure applicable only for NIT plus system. You cannot apply in IIT through CSAB. So that will be overall conducted by JoSAA. But NIT plus system, that will be coordinated by CSAB. Then why CSAB? Like I said, even after JoSAA have 6 round, so JoSAA is one of the authority which coordinate and allot students to various courses in IITs, NITs, and centrally funded technical institutions. So like I said earlier, even after, you all know, JoSAA have 1 to 6 rounds of allotment process. So even after these 6 allotment process, some seat will be vacant. Like I said earlier, some of those students may even change to an entire college or into a different courses. So in like that, sometimes like that situation, some of the seat will be even vacant even after the 6th allotment. So CSAB, the main objective of CSAB is to fill those vacancies. So there are so many students, eligible students, so they are getting opportunity through CSAB to get into our NIT plus system institutions. Okay, so one of the main important, so I once again repeat, so the main objective of CSAB is to minimize the number of vacant seats, and this special round of admission is applicable only for NIT plus system. And one of the major thing is CSAB has only 2 round of allotment process. They only have 2 round of allotment process, but JoSAA has 6 allotment, but CSAB have only 2 round of allotment process. So they will complete the admission process in 2 rounds. And fresh registration is mandatory. Even if you apply for JoSAA, I said CSAB is in some kind, it is related. But even if you registered for JoSAA, you have to separately register for what? CSAB also. The admission process and registration process are very similar, but even if you applied or even if you registered for JoSAA, you have to freshly register for CSAB through their official website. Okay, then I am getting into the next topic. So why CSAB? I said the main objective of CSAB is to fill the vacant seat after JoSAA's final allotment. So the main objective, why CSAB? They need to fill the vacant seat left over JoSAA 2020 rounds. Even after 6th round, I said there may be some seats vacant in different national institutions like NIT, where we consider the architecture course. It will be NITs, SPAs, and CFTIs. So we are talking about architecture in this webinar. So when I said NIT plus system, while considering architecture, we are talking about the admission procedures in NIT, SPAs, and other centrally funded technical institutions like BITS Ranji, Mizoram University, like that. So all NITs which have B.Arch courses, DSPA, School of Planning and Architecture, and other CFTIs come under this NIT plus system while we consider the B.Arch course. And what else CSAB? They also fill supernumerary round of counseling in certain NITs. They also fill do some supernumerary round for counseling in certain NITs also. And also admission in ACT approved institute for candidate belonging to Northeast and Union Territories. So they also conduct the admission procedure for ACT approved institute which were belonging to Northeast and Union Territories, and also seat allocation to certain self-financed technical institutes. They also consider some self-financed technical institutions also. So these are the main objective of CSAB. So one of the major and important thing, who can apply for CSAB, or what are the eligibility criteria? What are the eligibility criteria for applying, for registering, or who can register for CSAB? So first of all, the main thing, you have to qualify for JEE Main 2020. So like JoSAA, in order to apply for CSAB also, you have to qualify JEE Main 2020. And also, who else can apply? A candidate who is allotted a seat in JoSAA round. The result of JoSAA 6th round has been published. So, most of the students get admitted to various national institutions. Some of them may not. So for those, get allotted a seat in JoSAA round, and they secured the admission. They get admission in those institutions, and they pay partial admission. So for those candidates who allotted a seat in JoSAA round and secured the admission, they are also eligible to apply CSAB. And what is the next? The candidate who allotted in JoSAA rounds earlier but opted for seat withdrawal, or their registration get cancelled. Some of them, when document verification has come, some of the registrations or some of the candidate get cancelled, or they have withdrawn the seat. So those particular candidates who allotted seat in JoSAA round earlier, but their document get cancelled on the document verification round, they can also apply for CSAB. How? They have to rectify those errors and reapply. So that's the condition. And fresh candidate, the candidate who not registered for JoSAA also can apply CSAB. That is fresh candidate. They have never applied for JoSAA. Those candidates can also apply for CSAB. And those who opted exit option in JoSAA in certain round, they have exited from JoSAA. They have cancelled the registration and they have just exited from the JoSAA procedure. They are also eligible for applying CSAB. And also a candidate, those who got seat allotted but cancelled due to non-reporting. Okay, so some of the students have to pay the fee amount for those who get cancelled due to the non-reporting, and in similar way they are also eligible for CSAB admission process. And also the candidate who has not yet allotted to any seat till JoSAA 6th round are also eligible for applying CSAB. So overall, a candidate who are qualified for JEE examination are eligible to apply for CSAB. So they are not considering whether they got admitted through JoSAA, they got exited from JoSAA, not registered for JoSAA, seat with. On November, after the JoSAA's 6th allotment, the vacant seat will be notified. So after the 6th round, there will be certain number of vacancies. So those vacancies will be displayed on CSAB's website, and it will be on 16 November. So then only we can just analyze how many seats are there, vacant seat in various institutions. So from 17th November onwards, the registration process will start. You can do it on CSAB's website. So website and details will be discussed in the upcoming slide. So from the 17th November onwards, the registration process will get started. The payment of participation, the processing fee, the choice filling, the whole kind of registration process related process will be started from 17th November onwards, from 10 a.m. onwards, and it will end on 19th November 11:59, 23:59 hours. So there will be only the registration process will be from 17th November to 19th November. From 17th November 10 a.m. onwards, the registration process will start and will get end in 19th November. And the display of seat allotment result on special round 1. As I said earlier, there are only 2 rounds for CSAB. The first special round seat allotment result will be published on 20th November. And the process related to round 1 allotment will be from 20th November to 23rd November. Okay. So the process related to the round 1 will be from 20th November to 23rd November. And after that procedure, the second round will come. The display of seat allotment result in special round 2, that will be on 25th November. And you have to report through online. We will discuss in detail about those kind of things. So the online reporting is on 25th November to 27th November. And online reporting at allotted institute will be 25th November to 30th November. So one important thing you have to be the registration starting procedures. So it will be the display of vacancy. It will be from 16 November on 16 November, and the registration process will start from 17 November 2020 and will end at 19 November. Okay, then we will get into the CSAB's counseling procedures or process. So these are the steps in the CSAB's counseling process. The step 1 is the registration. As step 2, the payment of participation fee, the choice filling and locking, seat allotment business rules, choosing wellness option, document upload, payment of seat acceptance fee, and online reporting. So these are the main CSAB's counseling process. So we will get in detail about these processes. So first, registration. So yeah, as I said, the registration process will start from 17th November. So you have to apply. You have to register through CSAB's 2020's official portal, the csab.nic.in. So you have the portal website is this, the csab.nic.in. So you have to register through this particular portal of CSAB. And one major thing, as I said earlier, even if you apply for JoSAA, if you are registered through JoSAA, you have to register freshly in CSAB. You have to create a new registration in CSAB's portal. Even if you register for JoSAA. So earlier registration done on JoSAA portal is not valid when it comes to CSAB. So what does that mean is you have to freshly register through CSAB's portal. And candidate other than those whose document have been verified at JoSAA round can update their state of eligibility, nationality, gender and category. So some of the students get allotted through JoSAA's admission procedures. So their document has been verified earlier. So other than students, those whose document has been verified, they can update their state of eligibility, nationality, gender and category. And like I said, the registration process will be from 17th to 19th November. So this will be the step 1. Then comes the payment of participation fee. So every candidate must pay the participation fee in order to get into the registration process. So everyone must pay the participation fee. The details of the participation will be the next slide. I will share with you, and you can use the net banking, debit card, or credit card, or State Bank of India, each alone methods to pay the participation. So it will be various for the participation fee will be various to different categories, and also those who have registered for JoSAA. So this is the participation fee details for those candidates. So after registering, the next process is to pay the participation fee. For these are the participation fee detail. So a candidate who didn't register on JoSAA portal or registered in JoSAA portal but didn't get a seat, or allotted a seat by JoSAA but didn't pay fee acceptance fee, or exited, or earlier seat allotted in IIT. So these candidates have to pay an amount. The general candidate, the general EWS or OBC non-creamy candidate, so they have to pay an amount of 37,000, and the participation fee for SC, ST, PW candidate is 17,000. So this is only for the candidate who didn't register on JoSAA portal, registered but didn't get a seat, allotted seat but didn't pay the seat acceptance fee, and who has opted exit option and earlier seat allotted in IIT. So these candidates have to pay an amount of 37,000. If he is a general EWS or OBC non-creamy layer candidate, for those SC, ST, PW candidate, it will be 17,000. And the next one is the candidate who has secured admission through JoSAA round and paid the partial admission fee of rupees 40,000 or 20,000. So a candidate who secured admission through JoSAA and paid the partial admission fee, they need to only pay 2,000. Even a general candidate, even OBC or SC or ST, he or she has to pay rupees of 20,000. So that will be the condition for those who secured admission through JoSAA and paid the partial admission fee. And also the candidate who have withdrawn or cancelled a seat after document verification, who has paid 35,000 or 50,000, they also need to pay 2,000. Also, a candidate who got it allotted in NIT system in JoSAA round and paid the seat acceptance fee and got cancelled due to non-payment of partial admission fee, they also have to pay an amount of 2,000. So only for those candidates who didn't register on JoSAA portal, registered but didn't get a seat, or allotted by a JoSAA but didn't pay seat acceptance fee and exit from option, and seat allotted was earlier in JoSAA process. The allotted seat was in IITs. They have to pay. Those candidates have to pay a fee of 35,000, and if he is general EWS and OBC, and all other candidates, which is SC, ST, PW, they have to only pay 17,000. And the candidate, those who got admitted through JoSAA round and they pay partial admission fee, and or those who got withdrawn or cancelled after document verification, and they have already paid 35,000 or 15, and those who got allotted in NIT in JoSAA round and paid the seat acceptance fee and got cancelled due to partial admission fee, they have to pay an amount of rupees 2,000. They need to only pay that amount, 2,000. Okay, pardon guys, just take a break. So the next procedure. So we have discussed about the payment of participation fee. So the next process of registration will be choice filling and locking, and which is similar to the JoSAA. For those who have applied and registered through JoSAA, these procedures are similar for the familiar for them. So the next step will be choice filling and locking. So you have to fill up, like we already said, there is no relation with JoSAA, so you have to fill up fresh choices in your new registration CSAB. And one major thing, once allotted, the previously allotted seat will be cancelled. So you have to fill the choices or fill up the choices in that particular way uh, according to your priority. So once allotted, the previous allotted seat will be cancelled. So utmost care must be taken while choice filling. Okay, because you have to uh, select the topmost colleges that way. In that way, you have to be kept in mind. So all other option or not all other option, once allotted, the previously allotted seat will be cancelled. So while we selecting the choices, while we choosing the choices, that care must be taken. So another thing you have to consider is all valid choices will be shown to the candidate except the last secured seat at NIT plus system after JoSAA round. So after the JoSAA round, some of you have get allotted to certain colleges. So that particular college will not be shown in the choices. Okay, so all other valid choices according to your uh, means category or the course selected. So all other valid choices will be shown to the candidate except the last secured seat at NID plus system after JoSAA round. So that will be only applicable for those who got elected or get selected in certain colleges through JoSAA. And the last secured JoSAA seat will be automatically be considered as the last choice for seat allotment. So even you fill the choices, your last choice will be the secured JoSAA seat. So it will be automatically be considered as the last choice for seat allotment. And after choice filling, you have lock choices after finalizing. And like I said, it has to be taken utmost care because once allotted, the previous allotted seat will be cancelled. So the next process will be seat allotment business rule. So in seat allotment will be carried out according to a JEE rank. The criteria. And so seat allotment will be carried out according to JEE main rank, and conversion of allotted seat category quota will be applicable. So this is just the rule for you to allot to the seat. So they will consider your JEE rank and also allotted seat category quota, and all admitted candidate after the last round of JoSAA who did not participate in special round will also be considered for category upgradation against the same allotted choice. So these are just the basic rules they will consider for the allotment process. So it will be according to JEE rank and also according to the allotted seat category and quota. And so the next stage will be after your the registration, the choice filling. After the first round will come. So in the first round, you will get a college. So if you are selected to in some of the colleges, or you get selected, you get allotted to a certain college. So you have to choose your willingness. So there are certain options of willingness. So they are. So it is similar to JoSAA. So those who opted, these words are familiar for them. So after the process was registration, the payment, the partial payment. The next was choice filling, and the first allotment process will come. So After the first round allotment process, you have to choose the willingness option. Okay, so choosing willingness option means there are certain options which are freeze, slide, slot, not slot, float, surrender and participate, surrender and not participate. So these are the certain willingness options. So we will see what in detail they are. So main options for choosing willingness are freeze, slide, float. So what is freeze? So suppose a candidate got allotted to certain colleges. So when he will choose freeze, or at what point he has to choose freeze. So suppose a candidate get allotted to a certain college in certain seat. So if he would like to accept the seat and does not want to participate in the next round, so in that CSAB, considering CSAB, it will be 2 rounds. So on the first round itself, the candidate accept the seat and he does not want to participate in the next round, the willingness option he has to choose is freeze, because that might be the college uh, he was waiting for. So in that cases, so if he's not interested to go to next round of the CSAB allotment process, he has to freeze the options. So there is an option called freeze. That will be the willingness option types. So freeze. So not a candidate who accepts the seat in a particular college and he does not want to participate in the next round. In that case, he will choose the freeze option. And the next option will be light. So what is light? Light means a candidate accept the offered seat. So he will be get allotted to a certain college in certain course. And if he is interested in higher preference in the same institute offered in the next round of allotment, so you have to move on to the other courses in the same institute. But in the freeze case, he has accepted the seat. He doesn't want to go to the next round. But in slide, he got allotted to a certain college in certain course, but he would also interested in higher preference in the same college. For example, he has applied for architecture. Also, he has applied for example, he has applied for computer science, and also he had applied for architecture in the same college. But he has in the first round he has been allotted to CS, computer science. Here his higher option was the architecture in the same college. So he has to move to the higher preference. So in that case, slide will be the option he will consider. The willingness option he or she will be consider will be a slide option. So freeze will the candidate accept the seat and does not participate in the next round. The slide he will accept the seat and also he will be interested in higher preference in the same college but in different course. And the next option will be float. So a candidate accept the offer. So again he will be allotted to a certain seat. So a candidate accept the offered seat and also if he want to or if he's interested in higher preference in any institute offered in the next round. So in slide we have a talk about the courses in same institution. So if you are willing or interested to slide over another course in the same institution, it will be slide. So if you want to if you are interested in higher preference in other colleges, not in the same colleges in same course, if you are interested in higher preference in any other institute, the option you have to choose will be float. Okay, so these are the main three: the freeze, slide, and float. And the next one will be surrender and participate in special round 2. So it will be in such a situation that this option will choose. In what situation? The candidate reject the offer. Suppose has been selected to a particular college, but the candidate reject the offered seat and wishes to participate in the special round 2. So he is not interested in the course or college he has been selected in round 1. He is interested in uh, another college, another course, and he does not wish to has been selected, wish to be selected in the course or college allotted in the first round. In that case, he can reject the allotted course or college, and he can directly go to the special round 2. So for those candidates, will be the surrender and participate in special round. That will be the option for them. So, but one of the disadvantage of that option will be if no seat is allotted in special round 2, the candidate will lose the already allotted seat in JoSAA round and CSAB special round. Okay, so that will be the one disadvantage. So if you choose to surrender and participate in the special round 2, uh, by rejecting the offered seat in special round 1, you will not get selected, you will not get a seat in special round 2. If the candidate will vote, he will lose the already allotted seat in JoSAA round if no seat is allotted in special round 2. And the next option will be surrender and not participate in special round 2. So that option is particular for exiting from the allotment procedure. So in conclusion, that option will be for exiting from the CSAB allotment process. So those who wish to select that particular course, that candidate want to reject the offered seat and wishes not to participate in the special round 2, and this implies that the candidate exit the seat allocation process once and for all. So these are the 5 willingness options. So at the point of after the first round of the seat allocation process, if you are selecting or if you get allotted to a certain course, you have to choose a willingness options among these 5. The freeze, slide, float, surrender and participate in special round 2, and surrender and not participate in special round 2. And the next step will be document upload. So the process will just come to the document upload. Those first was registration, then fee payment, choice filling, then comes the willingness option, and the next will be document upload. So after that process, the document upload will come. So after exercising the willingness option, the allotted candidates are required to upload certain documents. That will be your 10 mark sheet, certificate of birth certificate, the 12th mark sheet and certificate, category certificate if applicable, the original certificate for person with disabilities if applicable, the state of eligibility certificate, medical certificate, and also the PWD candidates are required to upload affidavit also. So these are the documents you have to upload through CSAB after the willingness option. And the next stage of process will be the payment of seat acceptance fees. Sorry. So at the first stage, it was the participation fee. So the payment you have done on the first initial phase was the participation fee. So after the choice and willing option, after allotment, after document allotment, the next step is the payment of seat acceptance. Okay. So what is that? So if the candidate opt, freeze, slide, float, and has uploaded up all the required documents, he or she must pay the special round fee acceptance fee. Okay, so if a candidate opt any of these 3 willingness options, the freeze, slide, and float, and has uploaded all the required documents, they must pay the special round seat. Hello? Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. There is a slight audio issue. Sorry for the inconvenience. So yeah, so you are talking about the payment of seat acceptance fee. So the last thing I was said about was about the candidate who has secured admission through JoSAA, and they have gotten allotted get allotted to a new seat in special round, and once to accept the seat, they need not pay the seat acceptance fee because as such candidate have already deposited a partial admission fee, so that will be taken for this seat acceptance. That will be considered as a seat acceptance fee for CSAB's allotted seat. So I think since it was just an audio issue, I will just once again repeat this. So it was about the payment of seat acceptance fee. So it will be, so if the candidate opts free slide of lot option and has uploaded all the required document, so they must pay the special round C acceptance fees. So a candidate who has been allotted a seat first time in special round and wants to accept the seat, he or she has to pay 38,000 if they belong to general EWS, OBC, non-creamy layer category, and 18,000 as a fee for SC, ST, and PW candidate, and that is for the one who has been allotted seat first time in special round. And for those candidates who got secured admission through JoSAA round and has been allotted a new seat through special round 1 in CSAB, and they wish to join in that particular seat, they need not pay any seat acceptance fee since they already pay a partial admission fee in JoSAA. Yeah, so the next procedure will be online reporting. So you get allotted, you have paid the C acceptance seat acceptance fee. Then you have to report online. So a candidate who opts for free slide and float and pays the seat acceptance fee, their documents will be verified online. So document verification, that kind of thing will be done in online reporting. So it will be the next stage after you pay the seat acceptance fee. So a candidate, those who opt for free slide float and pay seat acceptance fee, the document that they uploaded to CSAB's website, it will be verified online. So there will be certain officers, and they were assigned to verify the document, and the final status of the document verification will be reflected or will be there in the candidates portal, login portal. So your status of document verification, you can check your profile, and the status of the document verification will be available in that particular student or candidate login. So this particular stage is very important because in previous JoSAA allotment also there were some issues in documents. So some students has to resubmit the document. So this stage is online reporting is very important for you students because during the document verification process, if the verification offers has raised any query, suppose the document you have uploaded is not clear, or the document you have uploaded was wrong, was not the right format. So that kind of status or that kind of queries will be raised by the verification officers, and that status will be reflected in the candidate login. So accordingly, you can resolve. You have to log in your student login. You have to log in through your student or CSAB portal, and during the document verification, they will give you the status of the document verification. If they have any queries, or if there is any situation whether you have to upload a new document, that will be specifically written on the web portal, the student portal. So, and also those queries has to be resolved within the given scheduled deadline. So suppose if you need to upload a new document, there will be a deadline for that. So you have to upload that particular file within that particular scheduled deadline. So that is very important. Otherwise, your candidature will be cancelled. So, and one thing about other important thing is the candidates are not required to visit the allotted institute in this particular stage. So, right now I am talking about the round one. In this, there is online reporting. So, in this particular stage, the round one online reporting, you are not required to visit the allotted institute, but you have to visit the website of the allotted institute during round one and check for any instruction from that particular college. So this is all about the online reporting. So what will be done during the online reporting is uh, the candidate who has opted free slide float and the seat acceptance fee will be verified online. The document will be verified online. So mainly the online reporting will be a verification process, document verification process. After document verification by officers, the final status will be reflected in the candidate portal. And if they found any error in the document, they will uh, they will give the status of that particular document, and they will give a certain deadline to resubmit those documents or to rectify those errors. And yeah, and the candidates are not required to visit the allotted institute. And you have to visit the website of the allotted institute during the round one. So after round one, the entire procedures will be like this: the online reporting. So the round will be like that. Then the next stage will be round two. So round two also have the same procedures. If a candidate has not been get allotted in the round one, and you got allotted in round two, again the procedure will be same. You have to choose the willingness option. You have to upload the document. You have to pay the seat acceptance fee, and you have a online reporting. Okay, so this will be the same procedure even after the second round of seat allotment. And after that, that means after first and second round of A to B allotment process, the next stage will be reporting at the allotted institute. So in round one stage, you did not or you are not required to visit the allotted college, but after round one and round two, you have to report at allotted institute. The candidates who have confirmed allotted seat are required to report at the allotted institute for admission during 25th and 14th November 2020 as per the instructions available on the allotted institute. So you have to check the instruction from the allotted institute also, because this is a COVID situation, so there might be a certain limitation to those. Even if they say reporting an allotted institute, you have to regularly visit, or you have to check on the allotted institute website, and you have to follow their instructions. Okay, so that will be the final step, the reporting at the allotted institute. So these are the main area we have been discussed. Hope I justify the webinar topics. So it's time for the Q&A session. So you students have some doubts regarding the CSAB processes. So I will just give a slight summary also. So we have today in this session, we have talked about the seat allocation process, the central seat allocation by CSAB's allotment process. So we have talked about the objective. They have only 2 rounds. You have to mandatorily register even if you apply for the JoSAA. And yeah, we talk about why they are conducting, so what are the objectives of CSAB, and the eligibility, who can apply. So in order to apply for CSAB, you have to qualify JEE Main, and any candidate who has applied for JoSAA, who had allotted to JoSAA, who had withdrawn from JoSAA allotment, who have even not registered in JoSAA, who have exited from JoSAA, who has not allotted a seat till 6th round, those candidates are eligible to apply for CSAB. And the next was the schedule. So the CSAB schedule is starting. The process has starting from 16 November. So in the 16 November, they will display the vacancies. So the next step will be the registration, process fee payment and choice filling. So it is starting from 17th November 10 a.m. and it will end on 19th November. So the registration process will be from 17th to 19th November. And the first round of CSAB allotment is on 20th November. And also the process related to round one. That will be carried out during 20th November and 23rd November. And the next upcoming stage will be seat allotment result, special round 2. So again, the process like the fee payment, the document uploading, that will again repeat. So then will come the online reporting. So online reporting is on 25th November to 27th November. And after, the next procedure will be online reporting at allotted institute. So you have to regularly visit. And we have discussed in detail about the CSAB counseling process, the registration process, the payment, choice filling, seat allotment, the rules, the choosing willingness, the document upload, payment of seat acceptance, online reporting. Yeah, registration, you have to clearly note the website, csab.nic.in. So one important matter, for even you registered for JoSAA, it is invalid for CSAB. Valid means you have to register newly for CSAB, and only they will consider. And the payment, the participation fee has been shared with you in the PPT. The fresh candidate didn't register for JoSAA, didn't get a seat through JoSAA, didn't pay a seat acceptance fee, or those who exit from JoSAA allotment, and also those who got allotted to IITs, they have to pay a participation fee of 37,000 who belongs to general EWS, obvious non-creamy layer, and SC/ST PW candidate, they have to pay 17,000. And those who got allotted through JoSAA, and those who have paid the participation fee, those who withdrawn, but they have paid the seat acceptance fee, and those got a seat allotted in NIT system JoSAA round, they pay the seat acceptance fee, and those who cancel due to non-payment, those candidates have to pay only 2,000 rupees. Whether they belongs to general candidate, EWS, non-cream, OBC non-creamy layer, SC/ST OBC, they have to pay amount of 2,000. And will be the next, it will be the choice filling. So utmost care must be taken. You have to fill up a fresh choices. Once allotted, the previously allotted seat will be cancelled. So you have to fill the choices accordingly. So you can refer the previous year CSAB allotment, last round details, and also JoSAA's allotment details for reference. And you have to log choices after finalization. If you did not finalize the choices, they will automatically submit it. And the choice willingness option, there are different choice willingness option. Like I said, freeze, slide, float, surrender and participate in special round, surrender and not participate in special round 2. So freeze, a candidate accepts the seat and does not want to participate in the next round, they can choose freeze. If the candidate accepts the seat and he prefer another course in the same institute, they have to select slide. For those candidates who accept the seat and is interested in a higher preference in any other institute, they can choose float. And the candidate who reject the offered seat and wishes to participate in the special round 2, they have to choose surrender and participate in special round 2, and surrender and not participate in special round 2 if the candidate wish to exit from the seat allocation process once and for all. So mainly the last thing, the surrender and not participate in the special round means he is simply exiting from the procedure. And the next comes the document upload. So these are the documents you have to upload the CSABs after your first round allotment. After you get allotted to any college, the document has to be uploaded. The 10th, the 12th, the category certificate if applicable, the original certificate of person with disabilities, state of eligibility certificate, medical certificate. PW candidates are required to upload. And the next stage will be the payment of seat acceptance fee. So a candidate who has been allotted a seat first time in special round has to pay a amount of 38,000 if he belongs to general EWS, obvious, non-criminal, and those who belong to SC, ST, PW has to pay an amount of 18,000. And the candidate who has secured admission and allotted into through JoSAA, and also he has been allotted a new seat in special round of CSAB, and he wants to accept that particular seat through CSAB, he need not pay because he has already paid the partial admission fee. And online reporting, your document will be verified. So if there is an error, they will give you the status regarding that. So you have to resolve that particular error within a scheduled deadline. So always remember, you have to regularly visit the CSAB website for more updations and notification. Okay, so after that, the final thing, after the round 1 and round 2, if you are selected to a certain college, you can report to the college institute from during 25th and 30th November, and also keep it in mind during this current situation, there will be a certain instruction from the colleges, so you have to follow that, whether you have to directly go to the colleges or any other option. So you have to regularly visit those colleges, the allotted colleges also. Okay, so that's it, the main points. So next we will go for the Q&A session. So guys, you can use the chat box in the YouTube, the chat box section. You can comment your doubts. So you can put your doubts in the comment section in YouTube channel. Okay, there was a doubt from Akshara Mohandas. So the question from Akshara Mohandas was, will the fee be refunded if didn't take the allotted seat in CSAB? So like I said, you have certain option in the willingness option. So you can choose. So it will be according to the willingness option you have preferred during the admission process. There are certain criteria. There are some refundable policies for CSAB. If a candidate has already withdrawn the seat allotted in JoSAA rounds and does not participate in special round counseling, his fee will be refunded after deducting a 2,000 as per their rules. So there will be certain criteria. There are different criteria. So it will be according to the choice you are opting accordingly. So whether if you choose option float or freeze, then you get you have not joined in an institute, the refundable amount will be different. So for every criteria, there some refundable policies for that. The refund of participation and seat acceptance fee. Some of them are, if no seat is allotted the fresh candidate in the CSAB 2020 special round, his participation will be refunded after deducting a processing fee of 2,000. So in the most of the in some cases, they will deduct an amount of 2,000 rupees as a processing charge, and they will refund the balance amount. And also, like I said, there are some certain conditions. Also, one condition is if no seat is allotted to the fresh candidate through CSAB special round, from his or her participation fee, 2,000 rupees will be deducted as a processing fee, and balance amount will be refunded. And another case is if no seat is allotted to the fresh candidate in the special round 1, and the candidate chooses not to participate in CSAB special round 1. Suppose some of you didn't get in CSAB 1, but you get admitted to certain other courses in other institutions. So if you are not willing to participate in round 2, in that particular case, also, from your participation will be an amount of 2,000 will be deducted and the balance amount will be refunded. And in the case if a candidate gets seat allotted in special round and does not report his bar participation fee and seat acceptance fee, will be refunded after deducting rupees 6,000. That case will be you have been allotted to a certain college. You said you have accepted, you have freed the option, but you did not report it to that particular college. After the end of the process, an amount of 6,000 will be deducted from your participation fee and seat acceptance fee if paid, and balance amount will be refunded. Okay. And also another criteria, there are certain different criteria for them to refund participation and seat acceptance fee. So another doubt was, Akshara, category and medical certificates are same as in the local form. Yeah. Since it is central university format, the format for the certificate will be same, and also for your reference, the certificate format is available on the CSAB official website. And also one main thing, guys, only consider the official website for taking these kind of certificates. So you can refer the official sites of these authorities, the board, for getting these kind of certificate and a format and also the notification. So you have to refer those website. And I believe, yeah, certificate format is already there in the seat allocation board. You can refer the formats. You can download it from their website. The CSAB's official website. The certificate formats are available in their website. And a doubt from Vishal Krishna. So general category TRL comp is 4071. Is there any chance of getting admission? So Vishal, I'm talking by considering the previous year, the 2019 CSAB allotment. Yes, there is a very good chance for getting into B.Arch courses in institutions, since you are OBC non-creamy layer, OBC candidate, or no, general category, right? Yeah, since you are general candidate, wait, I just, so you are a general candidate, right? General category 4071, there is chance of getting admission. Okay, so Vishal, your question was general category was 4071. Is there any chance of getting admission? So you are general category. I was mistaken. You are OBC. So for general candidate from the previous year, in 2019 CSAB allotment list, it was just around 4,000 in certain institute, but not sure whether it will be similar in the previous year. So being a general candidate, yes, there is chance, but you also have to refer the previous year rank list. It will it's around that particular rank for general candidate. So the next question from Anushree Nambiar, general category is 3832. Is there a chance to getting in NIT Calicut or Trichy? Okay. So, well, considering the previous year rank list, previous years, the last rank for other state candidate in general EWS candidate after second round of CSAB was 6,264. So yes, considering while we consider the previous year, yes, there is a chance, but it the previous year it was 6,264 for a general EWS candidate. It was for a general EWS category at Trichy. So in Calicut, for an NIT Calicut, the last one the previous year was, I'm talking about the open category for other state, not in home state, in other state it was 1,221 in open category, and in OBC non-creamy layer, the opening rank was 3,847, and the last rank allotted was 4,791, and it was for OBC, for open, for other state, from the previous year CSAB allotment list, it has been found that for open category general neutral it was 1421. So from Ajitraj Dharmaraj, can we see how many seats are vacant in each institution? Of course, Ajit. As I said, before starting the registration process on 16th, I will just go back to the dates. Like I said on the schedule, on the 16th November, after the JoSAA allotment, they will have the details of the vacancies available on different colleges. So on 16th November, they will display the vacancies after the JoSAA round. So on 16th November, you will get the details regarding the vacancy seat available at different institutions. So and the next question from Akshara. So after the second allotment, the reporting of allotted institute is physical or online reporting. So they have mentioned in their official notification is that during your online reporting. So what actually they mean by online reporting, that will be a verification process, your document verification process. So that will be through online. So you know, not go to a certain college for document verification. So that document verification process will be through online, and then that particular round one you will not require to visit the allotted institute in the round one. But after round two, it has been mentioned in the official notifications that candidates who have confirmed allotted seat are required to report at the allotted institute for admission during 25th and 30th November. And they have clearly mentioned that as per the instruction available on the allotted institute website. So like I said, due to this COVID situation, your physical reporting, I don't know about in much detail, they will consider. So in the official notification also they have mentioned as per the instruction available on the allotted institute website. That's it. So you have to, even after getting allotted after the second round, you have to clear the instruction given by your allotted institute. That's it. Okay, so the next question was from Nif. So, hi, my OBC non-creamy rank was 458. Not SPA Bhopal, that is a rank. Is there chance in CSAB for NIT Calicut? Like I said, the we have only the details. Yeah, so you were OBC non-creamy rank 258. So from the previous year, the 2019 CSAB second round detail, after the second round, the last rank which has been allotted to NIT Calicut after CSAB second round was 4,799 for OBC non-creamy candidate. So it was 4,791. So it was okay. So any other doubt? So I think that's it for now for today's webinar.
Thank you, sir.
So,
It was a nice webinar. Thank you so much.
okay then. So, thank you. Thank you so much for attending the webinar on CSAB. For your further doubts, you can just type it on the chat box for your further queries and doubts. You can also type it in the chat box regarding CSAB allotment doubts. The doubts regarding the CSAB allotment, you can put it on the chat box. We'll give you a reply, or else you can contact to this number for further doubt clarification, or also you can mail it to thinktg@gmail.com. So also you can call to this number 8086 111 You can note down this number. So any further doubt clarification, you can call to this number, and also you can use the chat box. Okay then. So thank you so much for attending the webinar. So thank you guys.